Okay, everyone, welcome again to another edition of Lupus Talks. My name is Ed Peterson. We have of course, our host and hostesses rather, Dr. Calvini Williams and Ms. Dolores Olson. LupusofNevada.org. You want to go to the website and support as we continue on with the Lupus Awareness Month for the month of May. It's been a really zipped on month, man. This month is zipped by. It's already the 20th day of the month. And we only have 11 days left in this month, and we want to make sure we're doing everything possible to keep you guys informed and educated as to what's relevant right now with lupus. So with that, I want to thank you all for tuning in for this edition. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel because this is also on the YouTube, as well as on our social media platform on Facebook, and you can go to the website, lupusofnevada.org. And then also you can fill out the form if you have any questions or inquiries on the website. We'll be happy to reply and get back with you as quickly as possible. But we want to thank you all for this opportunity to share with you from the heart with Dr. Calvin Williams and Ms. Dolores Olson in reference to what's really going on in the lupus world and how we can support and help each other grow as they continue this journey. So with that, I'm going to leave you with Dr. Williams. Take it away.
Hi, everyone out there in the world. I'd like to thank you for joining us, and I'm asking you to subscribe, hit our notifications, and please be a part of our Lupus Talks. We really appreciate it. We really want you to be a part of it so we can continue to grow and reach people that are not reachable. This show was put up because you have a lot of people that can't get out. So we couldn't do the lupus actually tea time or whatever. We couldn't do that anymore because a lot of our people were homebound. And, you know, I always wanted to have something on the internet that would actually, they would be able to get to. So it would be good for them and they can learn too. So that's why this came about. Hello, Dolores. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well.
Good. And I thank Ed for being here. Yes, y'all, I am still in a major flare. My shoulders, my arms, my hand was shaking. Couldn't hardly talk. I mumbled last week because Dolores was letting me know that, but I think I'm much better now. But so that's what happened. And I want to go into lupus is a chronic autoimmune disorder with unpredictable flares and remissions. Flares are when symptoms worsen. That's what we have. And you feel it. You feel ill. Remission is the time between flares and symptoms improve and you feel much better. There are several common triggers that symptoms link to flares, to lupus flares. And it's just something we need to think about. You know, people say, what is a lupus flare? Well, the people with lupus like me, can tell you. In people with lupus, the immune system creates a substance called autoantibodies. Okay. The autoantibodies attack healthy tissue in the body, resulting in causes of inflammation. During a lupus flare, the process is more pronounced and you may feel worse. Most people with lupus experience, alternating periods of flares and remission. Some flares are mild and others are so serious. You feel like you've been taken out of here. So that's really what we're going to talk about today. And Dolores is going to piggyback on me with that because you have the joint pain. And joint pain is really bad because there are issues with that joint pain that you can't move your shoulders. You can't turn a certain way. My younger brother has been helping me put on my clothes. And I've been covering up where I should cover up, and he's been putting on my clothes for me, pulling them up in the back. That's how bad it got. So we need to be aware that when you have family members, ask them to help you. Don't feel as though, I am too embarrassed for that, because I'm going to let you know. Your family been around you all your life, and they have seen you hop skipping down the hallway bare as a baby's behind. so, so you ask for that help. You cover the parts up, and the other parts he can lift the back of the pants up to make sure they're not, they're not below your behind. And that's what my brother did for me. There's a lot of setting you have to do, and I did a lot of setting. I had to set. It's getting better, but I can still feel it. I went to get my blood today to do my blood. Yesterday I went to therapy, but it was for my balance. So I got to talk to my doctors and tell them I didn't know it was for balance. What I need is somebody to check on my shoulders and on my, shoulders and my arms and everything. That's the major issue right here. Because I kept asking them, well, you going to give me a hot pad? You going to give me you going to give me a hot pad? You going to give me a... They said, no, there's no hot pad. And I said, well, why isn't there no hot pad? And so they said, well, you're here for balance. I was so disappointed, I'll say. And when I went to the bike, I did 10 minutes on the bike. I didn't think I could do it, but I did. My legs feel better, but I need the pool, and I need, and I'm going to ask my doctor, do I have that free coverage at one of the athletic clubs to go in there and just sit in the pool and nurse that shoulder. So I wanted to let you know about that. I'm going to get back with you, but I'm going to throw this Dolores' way for her opinions too. Thank you for listening. I'll be back. Dolores?
Hello, everybody. And I'm going to say, too, what's a good thing, too, I know sometimes we don't have help a lot. Like maybe with me, I may not really have the help because not everybody's going to be there, right? So I had to learn, like with me, I came from PT because I go for the pool, and I'm hurting at the pool still, because that's still, even if it was easier in the pool, but still I'm hurting. And so it was kind of hard for me to, after I took the shower, even after I took the shower, it's still hard for me to kind of put on things, but you could sit on the edge of your bed and hold on and then slowly get things. And they have helping hands too. Things that you can kind of pull, it will help you pull it up a little bit. Like they have a sock horn thing for socks and that. And this is for people who don't have anybody really nearby them. But this will also help you to help yourself out too when you're able to. Since if you don't have anybody really nearby, but at least you'll have certain things nearby you so you can do it, to help yourself out. And that's what I had, like with me, I had to do the same thing also. But always number one, if you do have any help, anybody, ask for help. Don't feel shame or anything,
No.
Said, you cover your areas that you don't like to be exposed. Yeah.
Remember, we are our brother's
all you
keeper.
have to do. That's right. We're a brother's keeper. And that's where we're there to help out each other.
Also, thank you, Dolores. I also want to add what causes lupus flares. And flares can happen when you take medicine for lupus. It can't happen then. Flares are often triggered by illness, stress, and some other factors. Common lupus triggers include, and here's a list from them. And I got the list from lupus.net. If any of you want to do some research, we are looking at emotional stress. We are looking at lack of rest or sleep. Now, I have insomnia. I have that. So I know that's a bad one. Physical stress from surgery, injury, infection, pregnancy. No, not me. Stopping lupus medicine. That's me. One of my doctors, which I don't have anymore, took me off prednisone and plaquenil. And I knew it's just going to be a couple of months and it was going to happen. And believe me, it did happen. I have a problem, and that's that plaquenil. Certain prescription drugs like sulfa, antibiotics, penicillins, those things. Foods with herbs that boost the immune system like echinacea, alfalfa, I can't take that, alfalfa sprites, and bean sprouts. Cigarette smoke, low vitamin D levels. He has me on vitamin D levels now. So that's a good thing. And ultraviolet light you go in your doctor's office, you see that flame, you see that light. Also, it's critical to protect yourself from UV exposure. This is what this is to prevent lupus flare. Sunlight reflected off snow or water, phototherapy lamps, stage lamps, halogen lights, and fluorescent lights. Let's see, black lights and tan. Oh, please don't get in a tanning bed, y'all. Please don't get in a tanning bed because you will be, I, I would hate to say, you'd be laying in the hospital. Nail polish, curing lamps, sanitizing lights, light from welding equipment, counterfeit currency detectors, dental and printing, high intensity light bulbs, including mercury vapor and that metal. So there's a lot of things that, Dolores, that, that we have to understand, because when we have a lupus flare, some symptoms may vary on people, but the symptoms of lupus flares: fever, joint pain, stiffness, feeling more tired, skin rash, sores in the mouth, which I had the other day. It felt like just a bump that you could pop. Matter of fact, I tried to pop it, and I think I was successful because it drained. Don't y'all do that. I just took a chance. Um, Hair loss, chest pain, and breathing. Mine, for some reason, my breathing has gotten really bad. When I went into the doctor's office a week ago, my breathing was 74, and that bothered me because it's supposed to be up to 92, 94 when it gets that. So I think the doctor's going to look at that. He has to. I have oxygen here, but still, I have the oxygen tubes, the little tubes I got at Nature's Groceries that I can whisk in my mouth. Numbness, burning pain, tingling, leg swelling, stomach pain, headache, and dizziness. Now, how you can manage this, Dolores, is, like Dolores would tell you to eat right. Am I correct, Dolores?
Yes, correct.
You want to take that end of it?
Yeah, it's very, very important to nurture your body, to have the right nutrients for your body, and stay away for a lot of refined sugar, because refined sugar will either cause your joints to ache more.
Mm-hmm.
And that, so I know we like a little bit. It's okay to have something sweet, but don't overdo it. Do it in moderation. I'm not saying trying to restrict you totally off of it, but it's just the same, because if you indulge too much, it causes a lot more pain. Just like if you're doing salt, if you're doing too much salt, it's going to cause a lot of swelling to your joints too. And so you got to be careful on your products that you get. Make sure they're low sodium or no sodium. No sodium is even better, because you can add your own things, your own touch to it. And that's so you can find that. Just read your labels really, really thoroughly. And eat the things that whatever you can. Some people can't do certain type of vegetables. I was just saying that whatever you can do, nourish those vegetables. Half your plate with vegetables, and then you have your protein, and then you have your like grains and whole grains and stuff. And then make sure, and if you can't do whole milk, if you can do soy milk, not everybody can do it. Just make sure it's organic. If it's soy milk, do not go with regular soy milk. Make sure it's organic, the soy milk, because it's more better for you and that than the regular process, because the other ones this are full process. It's better to have it at organic. And I take that over almond milk. Some people could do almond milk, but not everybody could do almond milk. But I like soy the best, and it's really good. I get the unsweetened one, and that's really, really good. And so that's mainly, and have your fruits too. But I know sometimes some people can't have certain type of fruits, so it depends.
What about coconut?
Coconut. Oh, I go like, yes, yes, yes. Coconut water. Everybody should drink that in the morning. Because what it does a lot of amazing things to your health. But make sure it's organic coconut oil. Coconut water. Organic. It's
So
the
what
best.
does it do? Do you know what it does? Say if I start taking some in the morning, uh, do you know what it's going to do to my body or what? Do you have that information?
It cleanses you out.
Okay.
Coconut water cleanses you out, and as well, you get that pretty glow too.
Oh, okay. Well, I need to
Yeah, you
take
get
it
a
then. I
real
need all
nice.
the glow.
Yep, it cleans you out.
Yeah, I need all the
It
glow.
just
I'll be 70 next year.
yeah, we need that beautiful glow.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'll be 25 again next
No,
month.
you won't. I'm glad about my age because God could have took me off the face of earth a long time ago. I could have been rolling in that dirt, a spirit gone. And I thank him for that. So I just, me, Dolores. I'm proud of my age, cause
Yeah.
I ain't out there looking for nothing. Just to help people and get ready. So when it's my time to go, and the angels do their little horns, I'll be ready. I'll be skipping up those stairs.
Yes.
So,
Yes. I
uh
always say the thing that I always for this year I said I always 25 years each year.
huh. Yeah, she likes to play like that. She's way younger than me, so she can. Remission and lupus disease activity is called LLDAS. That's LLDAS. And it's a low disease activity. That's what it is. Lupus is a low disease activity. All terms used for the time between flares when your lupus is not active. Experts disagree about the best definition of remission, but they agree that long-term remission is the goal of treatment, of lupus treatment. The more time you're in remission, the less damaged you are. Now, let me tell you something. Excuse me, and excuse me for um, leaving the set because I had to get a fan in here. Felt like I was going to pass out. I know one lupus person just recently said they were in remission for years. They didn't have lupus no more. Lupus left. Lupus left the stage, but lupus returned to the stage because something happened with that person. Just I don't have lupus, so I can do this and that and this and that. And no name, no description. I'm just saying uh, it came back, and it came back like. Like a bin full of snakes, and that person had to end up in the hospital and take the lupus medication, take the lupus shot, the medicine they gave you, all of it. And my heart went out to that person because lupus never, 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 never goes away. I'm just going to tell you all that. It never goes away. It may go in remission, like mine was in remission for a long time. I told most of you, I know how mine got out of remission. Because I had one doc take me off prednisone and plaquenil. That was the wrong thing to do. Now I'm not a doctor. I'm a doctor in divinity, but God tells me that plaquenil it reduces the inflammation. I should never have been off that plaquenil because I've been on that plaquenil for 16 years. How are you going to take somebody off of both plaquenil and prednisone? You're just waiting for a nuclear bomb. And that's exactly what happened in my body. And it's happening now. So my doctor took my blood test and my new one, and he's going to get back with me and probably put me back on Plaquenil again, to reduce the inflammation, let me be able to move my joints up and down, let me be able to put my shirt on, my blouse. That's why y'all will see me in my African setup because it was hard for me to put it on. I didn't want to ask my brother, could you put the back on? I put the front on. I just stayed in this, so this is presentable. So that's what I had to do. So we have to be aware of that. And we also have to be aware, which I was concerned about, it came to my attention, lupus and financial assistance. A lot of people, because I'm going to tell you, a lot of people are saying, I don't know if this is true or not, but they're saying they didn't get their check, uh, they owe something, they owe uh, money back. And I'm trying to figure out, how does that work? You know, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How does it work? How do you owe someone? Oh, you're overpaid. And true enough, I believe a lot of people who are on the government systems, yeah, I know good and well that they sat up there and they played and they lied. I'm going to say lied, that their eyes were messed up. I wouldn't lie about my eye was messed up or anything in my body messed up. If God gave me the chance to make a difference, I would do so. And, you know, I do everything now that I can to help my lupus, to make sure, because if you don't treat your own lupus, nobody else is going to. You're going to be sitting up there sad and not know what to do. I urge everyone on this broadcast to go to their laptops or phones and look up things that have lupus. Look things up that, you know, read everything you can about lupus, because then you'll know how to build your, how to manage your lupus, and you need to build your lupus care team, the specialists you need. You know, that's what you need. Discover with the doctors and let them help you manage lupus complications. Don't just go in there and forget to tell him anything. I told you last week, get a notebook and tell him, if your toe hurt, tell him your toe hurt. You might have diabetes and your nails are so long you can't cut them. Some nail guy, you know, some nail specialist at the hospital has to cut them. So you need specialists all the time. And you need to understand the disease and treating lupus, you know, with care. I know you say that's an ugly disease, and I hate lupus. I don't like to use the word hate, but I just like it. Well, if you are good to lupus, lupus is going to be good to you. I know. I've had lupus for 26 years. This is my major flare-up, and that's because of the medicine. So I just want to let everyone know that you have to understand, you got to research. If you don't research for yourself, how you think they're going to research for you? They're not going to do that. I mean, you're not them. Your doctors care about you. But if you say, oh, I'm just going to wait on my doctor, I'm just going to wait on my doctor, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to wait on my doctor. I think that's wrong. I really do. I think it's wrong because you guys are not adhering to taking care of yourself, as we are always saying, because it affects everything in your body. It includes your eyes. When I told you my eyes, I lost vision for 3 months. They didn't expect me to see, but I'm seeing, and I take care of them. And I just went to the eye doctor. He said my eyes are good, but I take care of them. And I'm not going to fault anyone for this, because I did it too, and I do it too in special occasions. But please don't put all that glue on your lashes, on your skin. There has to be some glue that is, what is it? That is good, you know, that you can put on that's not, you know, Dolores, it's not gonna hurt your skin or something like that. Or the stick of my eyelashes. They have the stick of my eyelashes that you can put to your eye and it sticks on your eye. You know, I prefer those, but you have to be careful with that because they told me somewhere from formaldehyde. They said what it's mixed up with. I don't know. I got to research it. But all I know is I've had some problems with that when I tried to put some glue on and then I tried to take it off. It messed up. Then I put some more glue on. I was in bad shape. And I did it to myself. So you got to be very careful if you need to go to a beauty supply, and they have someone that does that. Let them do that. Let them tell you how to put on those lashes because everybody's wearing them anyway. Dolores, you have anything to say?
Yes, I definitely have somebody to train you how to do that stuff because you got to be very careful with that glue. And you got to be careful too with certain type of glues because there's chemicals in certain type of glues.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to really know your product. That's why I said do the research on it, like that. If you're not for sure on the product,
Mm-hmm.
because some of them could do harm to your eyes, because I heard people getting blind for that stuff too. That's scary.
Oh, really?
Yep. Could have got in
What?
their eye, and it done little blindness to them. Found they had chemicals.
Yeah,
That's why you
you
gotta
know.
be careful. You gotta know your products.
Well, I remember my doctor, what he did. I heard him say, when I went in there to get my eye exam, excuse me, and I heard him say, there's so many people putting that glue on, coming with them eyelashes on, and they're messed up, and they asking me to take the eyelashes off. They put that stuff on their eyes, and it's not good for their eyes. Because they done glued their eyes together. Just glued them together. I don't mean to
Yeah,
laugh at y'all.
yeah,
But
that's sad. You gotta be careful.
I don't mean to laugh at people that do that. But I can recall me. I go back to me, you know, I actually did something like that. And so, but I didn't go to the doctor. I just waited it out and put hot pads on your eyes to try to loosen it up, you know, hot pads and loosen it up. And then I put olive oil, you know, to loosen it up. So that's the main thing. So those are the things I want you guys to connect with, look at a lupus connection, look at what affects the joints, lupus after healing. What happens after healing? Do you go back to the question I want you guys to answer for next week or write it in? How many of you guys go back to, when you get out of remission, go back to the same thing that you did before you got into remission? Let me make it clear. How many of you are not doing the lupus protocol, and after you get out of remission, say no, after you get out of remission, you run around, oh, I can do the same thing. I can eat this, I can eat that, I can eat this. And then there's a buildup growing in you. How many of y'all have changed your diet? How many of y'all have looked at your medicine, read up on your medicine when you get it, talk to your doctor about change of habits, ask him about, is there any free gyms for me so I can go to the gym and exercise? Don't overdo it. Don't exalt yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just do what you can do, you know. And that's important, you know, because when you understand the environmental triggers of your lupus, the stress, it's toxicity, it's all of that. You know, when you understand that, then you can understand, wait a minute, let me step back. Once you step back and look at what you're doing, because you can't do everything your family does. They have these big gatherings, and please, for, what is it? Is it Memorial Day, Dolores?
Yeah, that's
For,
right.
for
Memorial Day.
Memorial, and Dolores will attest to this. Please don't over eat things that you are not supposed to eat. I know Auntie makes good salad and good potato salad, and she makes this, and the fish is excellent. This and that's things that, you know, take little portions of it. But the food you can't eat, don't eat. Don't try to do what they do because you have a different body. That's why so many people end up in the hospital on Memorial Day, all the holidays. As as they told me, the medical profession, everybody's in the hospital. Everybody is in ER. So watch what you eat, watch what you drink, and please, if y'all drink out there, I mean, I'm just saying, I don't drink. You know, that's what I'm saying. But I can't tell you what to do. All I can tell you is the effects that it would have on your body. You know, try to live on earth as long as you can. But again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm letting you know, don't join in with the crowd. Be you. Dolores, you have anything to say?
Yeah, totally agree too. You want to make sure what you put on your plate and stuff like that, don't overdo it. Yeah, because it can make you sick. You know, just do this small amounts. The small amounts. You know, you can always go back for later. I'm talking about later on that during the day or something like that. But not too late at night because it's harder on our digestive
Mm-hmm.
system.
That's true. That is true. Ed, I know you jumped on with us. Is it time?
Yes, it is time.
Okay, well, You got the floor.
Oh,
Lord, were you through talking what you were saying?
Oh yeah, just really take care of yourself too as well.
Okay.
You just really take care of yourself.
I thought you had that point. Okay. Ed, it's on you.
oh, well, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in for this edition of Lupus Talks. This is a great topic. Thank you, Dr. Williams and Ms. Dolores Olson for sharing today. And again, every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you all can tune into the show, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel of Lupus of Nevada, Lupus Talks. And then also you can visit the website at lupusofnevada.org. You can also donate. You can share information as well. And we will be having some a special guest. If you want to be a special guest on the show to talk about your experience, you can also submit that information on the website at lupusofnevada.org. Fill out that form, and we'll be happy to get back with you. We want to thank you all for this opportunity to continue to share as we continue on the month of May and throughout the rest of this year, 2025. So with that, Dr. Williams, any final words?
Yeah, I want to let everyone know, I'm a definitely lover of Christ. And so I always have him in my heart to help me to understand the disease I have. Because only he can understand the disease that I have, and he can cure it. But, I have a strong prayer life, and I ask all of you out there, if you do, if you're doing meditation, whatever you're doing, that's a good thing. I mean, not whatever, but you know what I'm saying. That's a good thing. So just believe in yourself, believe in what you're supposed to be doing, and help others with this disease.
All right, Ms. Dolores?
And stay hydrated, you guys, always, each and every day. Always make sure you get plenty of water. And that's very, very important because we need to make sure we're flushing out our toxics, to keep our kidneys healthy.
That's right. All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you again. Tune in again next week, and we'll continue on Lupus Talks. Y'all have a great afternoon, and keep the faith and keep building the dream.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.